learn about your team after you were able to watch the video from the first game?
I learned that, first things first, that we fight. We got a lot of, young guys that are hungry. No matter, who it is that has to step up, they're ready. Adis had a great game. His first college game, he had 12 and 9. That just goes to show that, we didn't have Jared, and the next man stepped up and, he took on the challenge and he went out there and really played hard. And for the rest of us, we just played hard. And we had a great defensive game. Even on offense, we turned the ball over a lot, and we didn't make as many threes as we wanted to. We still had a great defensive game, and we ended up winning by a good amount.
He had 12 and 9, like you mentioned. Does he strike you from what you've seen as the kind of player who can kind of fill up a stat sheet a little bit, kind of night in, night out?
He's a great rebounder. He's a great offensive rebounder, and obviously he's a great defensive rebounder. He just plays hard. He always has a knack for the ball. He's always in the right positions. And you'll definitely see him. He's going to get a double-double, multiple times this year just because his activity on the offensive glass.
We had seen, the three freshman stars played a very big role in that game. Each one I think finished in double figures. I mean, from what we've seen of them so far, I mean, how much of that have you guys as players seen over the past few months in practices and workouts?
Yeah, we always knew, and we always had confidence in them. All three of them are great players. They go hard each and every day. They bring it in practice each and every day. So it was expected. And, just for everybody on this team, I mean, we have confidence in, everyone that they can go out there, each and every night and produce. And you never know who's going to, have the big game that night. So for those three freshmen, nobody was surprised. They bring it every day in practice, and they're going to continue to have success just because of, how hard they go each and every day.
You all definitely weren't lying about playing faster. I feel like I've seen you guys out in transition more than I did from Pitt probably the past couple of years. I mean, is that sort of going to have to be, especially given your all's lack of size, is that going to have to kind of be your all's identity? A group that presses, a group that runs, uses its athleticism, maybe tries to make other teams uncomfortable. Is that sort of who you guys are going to have to be?
For sure. We have a lot of athletes on this team, and like you said, we're small. We start 4 guards. We're probably going to do that for the rest of the season. So, we're just going to have to be able to go out and defend on the perimeter, cause havoc with, our 2 very athletic guards, in Xavier and Trey. And, we're just going to have to rebound. That's the biggest thing that coach has been saying, rebound, so we can get out and run and, use our athleticism. That's our biggest threat right now is, how athletic each and every guy is on this team. So we're going to get a lot of transition points, and it all starts with us getting stops on defense and rebounding.
How about for you? It's been a long time since you played in a real live game. How did it feel to get out there and be in one Tuesday night?
It felt great. I mean, I was, extremely hyped. I had a lot of energy, and it was just exciting. I mean, like you said, I haven't played in a year and a half, and it was a rough year last year for me to watch. So just being able to play this year and being able to help and be a key asset to this team, it's been very great for me, and just being a leader as well, and being able to go out there and produce and lead by example, and to come out with the win. That's the most important thing. And I'm just very excited for tomorrow's game as well, to just go out there and lay it all out on the line.
Coming back, Malik, from not having played in a game in a couple of years, I mean, how much, if any, rust was there for you in doing that?
I didn't feel any rust. I mean, I train, I work hard each and every day, so confidence is never an issue with me. I think that for me, just, being excited but not being too excited, because that can, lead to fouls. And I think I had a lot of, unnecessary fouls in Monday's game. So I think that Tuesday's game, sorry. I think just staying away from foul trouble and just, toning it down a little bit, being a high energy guy, but knowing how to use my energy in the right situations in the game. So everything else is going to play itself out. I work extremely hard, so I have a lot of confidence that I'll be able to go out there and, produce. But just staying out of foul trouble is the biggest thing for me.
For you guys as players, how much does it mean for Coach Cable to have, even though he's new here and you guys are kind of a new team with some new pieces, how much does it mean for him to have that sort of trust and belief in you guys, where he allows you a certain freedom to be able to make mistakes without, suffering any kind of terrible punishment, where he lets you all develop sort of organically?
That's like the biggest thing that's helped us all out. I mean, it's hard, you know, a lot of places, different places in the country, you don't have that freedom, especially, you know, these freshmen that we have. Even myself, you know, being a new guy on this team, that's just been great. It gives you confidence. It allows you to go out there and just play loose and play the game that you really love to play. Not think about, you know, coach doesn't want me to shoot, coach doesn't want me to do this and that. He gives us all the freedom to go out there and just play our games. So that allows us to go out there and just be extremely confident and make plays. And even if we make a mistake, it's just the next play mentality. That's the biggest thing. So that's, you know, I preach that every day to our guys, just next play mentality. And, you know, you can only control, you know, certain things. And one of the biggest things is your energy and your effort. So that's just the biggest thing is coach always says, go out there, play hard, and the rest will take care of itself.
Did you guys watch any of the Duke game
Yeah,
Tuesday?
yeah, we did.
Do you think Coach Cable watched it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Probably.
Is it kind of interesting for you guys to watch that and like think to yourself like, okay, I'm playing for the guy now who like had a pretty big hand in getting like those dudes there? I mean, is that, I don't know if that's anything crosses your mind when you watch it.
Definitely. I mean, we're lucky to have Coach Cable for sure. His pedigree is, you know, through the roof. We all know that, especially when he got hired. So just him being around USA basketball, and then, you know, obviously it's a bonus, you know, that he was at Duke as well. And, you know, they have a great team this year. So he was, you know, a key point to recruiting those guys that they have this year.